to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Pulls it in. It's Butler. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Catch in the middle. It's McCutcheon. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Looking to pass. It's Owens. He tries to take the top off. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Butler. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes down the right side. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Lets it go to the end zone. kick falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That's caught. It's Clark. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just keep slinging it. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it.
There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Bring in the heat. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense got it. Managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's taking the shot. Hauls in the deep ball. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside who can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Owens. Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches.
Got a little room. And there he goes. touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll throw on third and short. Looking left. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Absolutely perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Owens. Quarterback moving. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. Turning it on! The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's fun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. Got him downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove.
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
That's was a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll go up top on second and short. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and they're trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350.
Touchdown, Arizona State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on, unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Give to the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Grab behind the line. It's Rousseau. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Running to Green. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Fighting his way from every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Looking for the 2-point try. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Clark.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit...
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. A first down run on the doorstep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Owens. Dances away. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. The 30. He's at the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
And that's a play, when people look back on this game, that could be the one that ends up deciding it, because getting the block on the extra point and taking it back for the safety puts them now up 3 points here late in the fourth quarter. That was a huge momentum-shifting play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself...
Makes the grab on the left side, and they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
We knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice game. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
With the catch, it's Butler. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm, because it ought to be tired by now, over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He wants a big play here late. He's got it! The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Touchdown Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 17.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down. Using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored.